there, and welcome back to the Deco channel. If you are new here, I am so glad you found us. This is the place where we prove every single week that living in a small space does not mean living small. Today we are diving into one of my absolute favorite topics: how to make a downsized apartment feel genuinely luxurious, not cramped. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you are going to look at your tiny apartment with completely different eyes. Part 1. Welcome, let's talk about small space living. Before we get into the tips, I want to challenge something. Most people think luxury means size, big rooms, high ceilings, sprawling floor plans. But real luxury has nothing to do with square footage. Real luxury is about how a space makes you feel. It is about calm, intention, beauty, and comfort. And the wonderful truth is that all of those things are absolutely achievable in the smallest of apartments when you know exactly what to focus on. Here is something most decorating videos never talk about. The feeling of being cramped is not actually about size, it is about psychology. Our brains feel uncomfortable in spaces that are visually cluttered, poorly lit, or lacking in clear purpose. When a room has too many competing elements, too many colors, or furniture that blocks natural sight lines, our nervous system registers it as stressful. Understanding this is the first step to transforming how your apartment feels, regardless of how many square feet you are working with. The single most powerful thing you can do before buying a single new item or moving a single piece of furniture is to shift your mindset. Stop apologizing for your small space. Stop calling it a limitation. Start treating it like a deliberate, sophisticated lifestyle choice, because that is exactly what it is. Some of the most beautifully designed homes in the world are compact apartments in Paris, Tokyo, and New York. Size was never the point. Intention always was. Nothing makes a tiny apartment feel more luxurious instantly than a cohesive, well-chosen color palette. When every room flows seamlessly into the next using the same family of tones, the apartment feels larger, calmer, and far more intentional. For a luxurious feel, I always recommend anchoring your palette in warm neutrals, soft whites, creamy beiges, warm greys, and gentle taupes. These tones reflect light beautifully, never compete with each other, and create that effortlessly elegant backdrop that makes everything else in your home look more expensive. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Just paint everything white and call it a day. And while white absolutely has its place, pure bright white can actually work against you in a small apartment if it is not the right shade. Stark white walls under artificial lighting can feel clinical and cold rather than luxurious and warm. Instead, reach for whites with a warm undertone. Think linen white, antique white, or soft cotton. These shades have just enough warmth to make your walls glow rather than glare. If there is one element that separates a space that feels luxurious from one that feels ordinary, it is natural light. Light is free, it is transformative, and most of us in tiny apartments are not maximizing it nearly enough. Start by removing anything that blocks your windows. Heavy drapes, furniture placed too close, objects sitting on windowsills. Replace dark curtains with sheer linen panels in soft white or warm cream. Let every bit of daylight flood in generously and watch how dramatically your apartment transforms without spending a single dollar on decor. Here is one of my most strongly held opinions about small apartment decorating. Your overhead lighting is probably ruining your space and you do not even realize it. That standard builder-grade ceiling light fixture does more damage to the ambience of a room than almost anything else. If you can only invest in one single upgrade for your apartment, make it a statement light fixture. A beautiful pendant light, an elegant chandelier scaled for a small space, or even a striking floor lamp can elevate the entire room instantly and signal luxury from the very first glance. Beyond your statement piece, luxury spaces always use layered lighting, and this principle applies just as powerfully in tiny apartments. The idea is simple: never rely on a single light source. Combine your overhead light with table lamps, floor lamps, undershelf lighting, and candles to create depth, warmth, and dimension at every level of the room. When your lighting has layers, your space automatically feels more like a boutique hotel suite and less like a standard apartment, and that shift costs far less than most people expect. One of the most common mistakes I see in tiny apartments is too much furniture. People try to replicate the layout of a larger home by squeezing in every piece they think they need, and the result is a space that feels chaotic and exhausting. The luxury approach is the complete opposite. Choose fewer pieces, but choose them with far more intention and quality. One beautifully crafted sofa in a premium fabric will do infinitely more for your space than 3 budget pieces that fight for attention and clutter your floor. Speaking of sofas, let us talk about this for a moment because it deserves its own dedicated discussion. In a tiny apartment, your sofa is almost certainly the largest and most visually dominant piece of furniture in your living space, which means it has an enormous impact on whether your apartment feels luxurious or budget. Choose a sofa with clean, simple lines, no fussy details, no overly casual shapes. A tight back sofa in a warm linen or textured fabric in a neutral tone reads as sophisticated and intentional in a way that a slouchy, oversized sectional simply cannot in a small space. This is one of those tips that sounds almost too simple to be transformative, but I have seen it change rooms completely. Choose furniture with visible legs rather than pieces that sit directly on the floor. A sofa, armchair, coffee table, or sideboard that reveals the floor beneath it creates a continuous sightline that makes the room feel significantly more open and airy. It is a visual trick that interior designers use constantly in small spaces, and once you start noticing it, you will see it everywhere in luxury apartment design. Here is an opinion I feel very strongly about. In a tiny apartment, your empty surfaces are just as important as your styled ones. Luxury design is never about filling every available space with objects. It is about restraint, curation, and the confident understanding that less truly is more. A coffee table with a single beautiful tray holding 2 or 3 intentional objects reads as far more luxurious than a surface covered with random accumulated items. Practice the discipline of the empty surface, and your apartment will thank you immediately. A high-quality rug might be the single most impactful purchase you can make for a tiny apartment, and I say this with complete conviction. The right rug grounds your furniture, defines your living zone, adds warmth and texture underfoot, and signals a level of care and investment that elevates the entire room. For a luxurious feel, choose natural materials, wool, cotton, or jute in warm, neutral tones. And please go larger than you think you need. A rug that is too small is one of the most common and most damaging decorating mistakes in small spaces. Your windows are one of the most visible architectural features in your apartment, and how you dress them communicates a great deal about the overall level of refinement in your space. For a truly luxurious look, always hang your curtain rod as close to the ceiling as possible and let your curtains fall all the way to the floor in a gentle puddle or clean break. Choose fabrics with substance and drape: linen, velvet for evening spaces, or textured cotton. Curtains that are too short, too thin, or hung too low are one of the fastest ways to make a small apartment feel cheap rather than chic. This is where I am going to give you an opinion that might be slightly controversial. In a tiny apartment where you have limited surface area and limited furniture pieces, the quality and authenticity of your materials matters enormously. A genuine wood coffee table, real linen cushion covers, an actual ceramic vase. These things have a presence, a texture, and an honesty that synthetic alternatives simply cannot replicate. You do not need many of them, but the ones you choose should be real. One genuine piece always outperforms 5 imitations in a small luxury space. Mirrors are not just a practical necessity. In the hands of a thoughtful decorator, they are one of the most powerful luxury design tools available. A large, beautifully framed mirror placed opposite a window doubles your natural light and creates the illusion of a room beyond the wall. An oversized leaning mirror in a warm brass or aged wood frame adds instant architectural drama. A round mirror above a console becomes a focal point. Used with intention, mirrors make a tiny apartment feel expansive, luminous, and genuinely sophisticated. subtle but powerful differences between a space that feels luxurious and one that feels ordinary is the presence of organic, curved shapes among the straight lines of typical apartment furniture. A round coffee table, an oval mirror, a curved armchair, a sculptural vase. These organic forms soften the hard geometry of a small apartment and add a layer of visual sophistication that feels current, collected, and intentional. You do not need many. Even one or two curved pieces in a room of straight lines creates an immediate sense of considered luxury. Every luxurious room, regardless of size, has a clear focal point that anchors the space and gives the eye a place to rest. In a tiny apartment, creating that focal point is even more important because it prevents the space from feeling scattered and directionless. Your focal point could be a beautifully styled shelving wall, a statement piece of artwork, an elegant fireplace if you are lucky enough to have one, or even a carefully arranged vignette on a console table. Choose one and commit to it fully, then let everything else in the room support rather than compete with it. Here is something that most decorating content completely ignores, and I think it is one of the most underrated elements of a truly luxurious home: scent. The way your apartment smells when you walk through the door is part of the experience of your space just as much as how it looks. A high-quality soy candle in a sophisticated fragrance, a premium reed diffuser, or even fresh flowers on the dining table create an olfactory luxury that signals care, intention, and refinement. In a tiny apartment where sensory experiences are concentrated, scent has an outsized impact on how the space feels overall. Your bookshelf, if you have one, is one of the most personal and visually powerful decorating opportunities in your tiny apartment. Rather than simply stacking books in random order, approach your shelf as a curated gallery. Arrange books by color family for a cohesive visual effect. Mix horizontal and vertical stacking for visual rhythm. Intersperse books with a few carefully chosen objects, a small sculpture, a plant, a beautiful candle. A thoughtfully curated bookshelf communicates intelligence, personality, and taste in a way that no purchased decorative object ever could. Even in the smallest apartment, I am a firm believer that you deserve a dedicated dining experience, not just eating at the kitchen counter or on the sofa. A small round dining table for two, dressed with a simple linen placemat, a real cloth napkin, and a single flower in a bud vase transforms an everyday meal into a genuinely special occasion. The act of setting your table intentionally, even when dining alone, is one of the most powerful and completely free ways to elevate the quality of your daily life in a small space. Your bedroom in a tiny apartment deserves the same level of luxury and attention as any other room, perhaps even more so, since it is your most personal and restorative space. The single highest impact upgrade you can make to a small bedroom is investing in genuinely good bedding. High-quality linen sheets, a well-filled duvet, and 2 or 3 carefully chosen pillow combinations transform a basic bed into something that looks and feels like a boutique hotel. Your bed is the largest visual element in your bedroom. Treat it accordingly, and the entire room rises with it. Your bathroom, however small, is one of the easiest rooms in your tiny apartment to transform into a genuine luxury experience, and it requires far less investment than you might think. Replace plastic accessories with natural alternatives: a wooden soap dish, a linen hand towel, a bamboo shelf. Add a single beautiful plant that thrives in humidity. Keep every surface completely clear except for your most beautiful everyday essentials. Light a candle when you bathe. These micro-luxury rituals cost almost nothing, but they completely reframe your relationship with your small space. The entryway of your tiny apartment, even if it is just a few square feet, sets the entire emotional tone for your home. A well-designed entryway tells you and everyone who visits that this is a space that is cared for, considered, and loved. A slim console table with a beautiful lamp and a small vase of fresh flowers. A round mirror above it. A quality doormat beneath your feet. These simple elements cost relatively little but communicate luxury, warmth, and intention from the very first step through your door. Here is one of the most important opinions I will share in this entire video. Luxury in a small space requires ruthless editing. Every single object in your apartment should earn its place. If it does not bring you genuine joy, serve a real purpose, or contribute meaningfully to the beauty of your space, it needs to go. This is not minimalism for minimalism's sake. This is the understanding that in a tiny apartment, visual noise is the enemy of luxury. The most beautifully decorated small spaces in the world are not filled with things. They are filled with the right things. I want to take a moment to say something that goes a little beyond decorating tips. The way you choose to inhabit your small space is a reflection of how you feel about yourself and your life. When you invest time, thought, and care into making your tiny apartment beautiful, even on a very modest budget, you are sending yourself a powerful message that you are worth that investment. You do not need to wait for a bigger apartment, a larger budget, or a different life circumstance to live beautifully. You can choose that for yourself right now, today, exactly where you are. One final practical thought before we wrap up. Building a truly luxurious tiny apartment is not something that happens overnight or in a single shopping trip. The most beautiful small spaces are curated slowly and intentionally over time. Buy less, but buy better. Replace cheap placeholder pieces gradually with quality ones that you genuinely love. Allow your space to evolve with you. Give yourself permission to live with a nearly empty shelf for a while rather than filling it immediately with things that do not feel right. Patience and intention are the two greatest luxury decorating tools available to anyone at any budget. Luxury in a small apartment is not a destination you arrive at once everything is perfectly decorated and every purchase has been made. It is a daily practice of small, intentional choices. The way you make your bed every morning. The fresh flower you place on your kitchen counter each week. The candle you light every evening. The clear surface you maintain on your coffee table. These daily acts of care and intention accumulate over time into a home that feels genuinely luxurious, not because of what it cost, but because of the love and attention that built it. And that brings us to the end of today's video. And what an incredible journey it has been through every corner of luxurious small space living. Here is what I want you to take away above everything else. Your tiny apartment is not a consolation prize. It is a genuine opportunity to live with more intention, more beauty, and more daily joy than most people ever experience, regardless of how much space they have. You now have 30 powerful ideas to start transforming your downsized space into something that feels truly extraordinary. So here's my challenge to you. Pick just one idea from today's video, implement it this week, and come back and tell me in the comments how it changed your space. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who needs some small space inspiration, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new video. We have so much more incredible content coming your way, and I cannot wait to share it with you. See you in the next one.